Hi, City Church. I just wanted to share a little something with you today. So I do these fun little color by number things on my phone, and using the word color is very, very broad. Like, you just have to look for numbers and then like tap the screen. It fills it in perfectly for you. There is no having to worry about coloring in the lines. But it's still color by number. Anyway, it's a no-brainer. When I need a brain break, it's relaxing. I can just kind of sit there and color in pictures. Some of them are super, super simple. Like I don't have to worry too much about having to finish them. Some of the pictures, though, are super, super intricate and very, very detailed. And one morning I was working on one of those, a really detailed one, and I had to zoom in really, really close because sometimes the little areas to color in are so tiny, and then the numbers that they put in there are even smaller to fit in it. You can't see them unless you're zoomed in all the way. And even then, some of those are hard to find. So I was zoomed in really, really close. And I got so zoomed in and focused on those details and getting all those little ones right. I kind of lost sight of what the picture was. Almost forgot what picture it was that I was coloring in. What?
Like I'm so zoomed in and the colors are pretty, the shapes don't make a lot of sense and it doesn't seem very efficient. Like why is that 20 there with all of the smaller digits and I have to zoom back and forth to find it?
So then the Lord said to me, "Hey, Tracy, hello. I don't know if you realize it, but that's kind of how you focus on your life. You zoom into this tiny little space and you just are looking at the here and the now. But remember that I see the whole picture. Like, I see everything that's going to happen, right? I know what's going to happen. I'm the artist in this case. You're just coloring in my art. Okay. And I know how this is going to turn out if you just continue to follow the directions. And by the way, on this little app, if you need help, you can go to a hint. So God is even like, look, if you need some help, hit the little hint button and I will help you out. That's prayer, right? So I was reminded with this kind of figurative gut check, like what? That God, He is the original artist. Like, I'm working on this one tiny little piece, so focused on that. I work on that, but God sees the whole thing, and we live in the here and the now. And we have to live in the here and the now because that's just the way life works. And sometimes when we're in the here and the now, it just doesn't make sense, especially the last year. A lot of it doesn't make any sense at all. And it's nearly impossible for us to know what the whole plan is, right? So God knows. He has the whole thing planned out. Remember, God sees the whole picture all at once, not just the little pieces that we see. I get it. We have to live in the here and the now. We have to be able to focus on now just to survive. I'm not saying don't. But I do think that we need to remember that there's something bigger, that God is bigger and He sees the whole picture. While we are still zoomed in on this entire part, He's working on something that's much, much grander. So while we're still focused in on that super zoomed in part of our timeline, please, church, don't forget that God sees the whole thing.
So when circumstances are messy, unattractive, inefficient, aka that's not the way I want it to happen, we need to remember that God is the ultimate artist and that He's making a masterpiece of the mess we sometimes make of our lives.